Yep. It's
Okay,
going.
everybody. This is Howard WB2UZE from the Long Island CW Club. And we're here at Dayton Hamvention. And today's date is what is it?
17th.
May 17th already. Okay, May 17th, 2025. And we are going to do a walkthrough of the flea market, but only focused on boat anchors, on vintage equipment. A lot of people will do this and they'll be looking at every table and all different types of rigs, but we're going to specialize in boat anchors. And we have some of our venerable members from the CW Club here on our Zoom channel, and they're going to be quoting, commenting on the various rigs that we see as we go along from table to table. So we're going to start here right at the entrance of the flea market, and we have some very popular equipment, not in great condition, but good to look at. KWM2, a Swan 250, and there is a Heathkit station controller 630, which is not in bad condition. Only $25 for this, Jeff. 25.
Yeah, well, the meter's worth that.
Yeah, and right next to it is a 101 for $75. And we have here only for $25
S20.
a Sky Champion. That's not
S20R.
that's not
S20.
the other ones, right, Jeff?
Yep. S20R.
Yeah, not in
My
great.
first radio.
Wow.
Down here, oh, this is a good-looking scope. Oh, here's a Heathkit Keyer.
Yeah, I remember when that came out. That was something.
But look at this one. This is a military scope. This thing is in mint condition.
Yeah, it looks nice.
You know, why don't you show the serial number on this, Mike? Boy, that's in mint condition.
Wow.
Wow.
Hmm.
And here's a
That's
6-inch.
for Ritty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a two.
6 and 2.
Yeah, you
And
got to
then-
use that with a Ranger.
A
Yep.
center part
Nice.
only. But look at this. What is this over here?
Looks like a
Seneca.
Seneca.
Seneca,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, now that's
That's too.
guys. Look at this. A circuit duplexer. What is
Yep.
this?
That's for 2 meters.
Yep.
Yep, 2-meter duplexer, 4
Wow.
cavity. Yep.
Good size cans.
What does that do? What's the duplexer do?
Well, you can transmit and receive it, on one frequency and transmit on another, 600 kc away.
Well, it's
On-
never used, but it's expensive. $650 for that.
Made out of copper,
Oh, wow.
brass,
Wow.
probably. Yeah.
Not a bad price.
No, it's a good price.
All right, we'll move on.
What was that Heathkit thing? The big one. What was that?
Seneca, 6 and 2 meter.
Oh,
transmitter,
I've got
yeah.
one sitting about 10 feet away from me here.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
plate modulated. Yeah, they were quite popular in the
Oh, they
60s.
look
Yeah.
very impressive.
Yeah, it was. It was like the Apache and that
Yeah,
Yeah, it was kind of same design, actually.
same design. Yeah,
yeah.
Well,
Daystrom had a lot of money back then.
here's a good-looking piece that matches what I bought.
Pentec, yeah, it's an auto tuner, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
The
Oh no,
238
that's
maybe
a
or something?
amplifier, solid
Oh, wow.
state.
and look at this.
Now that's a nice amplifier. That Centurion, that's a nice amp, even though it's older. They make everything. They made their transformer and everything. That's really built like a tank.
You know, actually, in Elecraft booth today,
Yes,
saw that they had a Tentex sign up there. You know.
Really?
that was in the back. I think they're behind them.
All right, let's see.
Tentex showing a new radio, but that they've been saying that for 10 years.
Okay. All right, nothing really of.
Nothing good. You want to look for boat anchors.
Yeah, what we're looking. It's,
You're looking at junk right now.
here's something over here, Mike. This could be what, more Tentec, or what's this?
Looks like Collins.
Rock-
KWM,
What?
KWM 380s.
Three or HF 380. one of the two.
HF 380s, yeah.
Yeah, what are these?
Those are sideband transceivers,
The
yeah.
replacement for the KWM2.
Right,
Yeah, it says KWM 380.
right.
Right.
Yep,
I've seen that before.
yep. That's
Oh,
what they look like.
Yeah.
Mint
put that-
condition.
You put that in your living room, it's wife approved.
How much are they?
This is in mint condition, guys.
Where's the price? Maybe they're free today, ask them.
see a price on this.
Gotta have a price.
Yeah, there's no price.
No price.
The
Okay.
first solid state transceiver that Collins made
Right.
about
Wow.
1980
And the guy
or so.
And
Is
the guy
that-
that was on that, Mike Elliott was on that project. Then he went to Heathkit. Then he went to Drake and designed the TR7.
Are these rare?
No, they made them. They made quite a few of them.
About 3,000, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys, that's worth it. Let's keep moving on.
Howard, the duplexer allows you to transmit and receive on one antenna.
Okay,
Right. Right.
okay. Is that the guy who had the oh, is he had that military radio that I liked?
No. No.
Better grab it, did you?
I think this is
Oh, I hear Jack's voice.
a rare piece.
I heard his voice. Oh, there you go. That's rare.
That's
Yeah.
an SD301.
Yeah, that's kind of rare. That's a rotor.
That's
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, it's a station control for the
Yeah.
KWM2.
Right.
And they never actually sold them. That is a kit that was put out by Jay Miller,
Oh, is that right?
KK5IM.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
I've got one sitting in the drawer here that I've never built. Requires a power supply, or
Yeah.
a speaker. Collins.
It's a station control and rotor, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a rotor controller as well.
Okay.
Is
You
that
know-
for synchros, George? Or
It can be, but the instructions tell you just put a fake pot in there because he never really
Yeah.
perfected it.
There's an HT41. That's an amplifier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Not in good looking condition, but
No.
$200 on.
That's to match the HT37.
Yeah. I mean, we came across one, I think, last year that was in mint condition. All right, moving on here. We really should go inside?
think so.
Yeah, okay. We made a wrong turn over here, guys. Let's walk a little bit.
I was plugging the plug, that's why. So-
Okay, we were told, but I think it was worth to see the
Oh, yeah.
the Collins over here.
Yeah.
Rockwell. Okay, guys, we're gonna go inside the fence now. We'll move
Okay.
a little bit quickly.
So when you go inside, go across, you go to the right. Once you get in there, I'll show you. We say hello to Terry and them guys.
Look at this CB set over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I mean, it's really,
That's a Browning Mark III.
yeah.
It's Mark III. That's made in New Hampshire there. Laconia,
Yeah.
New Hampshire.
I mean, it's
Yep.
good looking.
Yep.
I like
Sold tons of them. $649 in 1976.
Well, it's $700 in 2025, Jeff.
Well, that's what they'll get for.
Wow.
Wow.
They'll sell it.
Some
yeah.
pay $700 for a CB set, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Nice fill guy. Keep going until you go get in there and then go to your right.
Okay. All right,
Kind
guys.
of the Collins radio of CBs, really.
All right.
Yeah. You're right there, Tom.
You know, it's
Or
so windy today that you really got to physically hold on to your hat now.
George. Sorry about that. Forgot.
No
your name.
worries.
Jeez.
All right, we're climbing
And I
up.
haven't even started drinking yet.
Go to the right.
Yeah, go to the right.
For last time.
And you'll see my friends over there. Not this telephone pole, probably the next one. Keep going. Right about, let me see here. Slow down a little bit there. Turn the camera to the right. If you see
Oh,
it,
well,
right, hold it. Turn the camera to the right. Turn the camera to the right.
so it'd be to this here. Yeah,
No,
here.
Right. Okay, hold on. Go to the left. Keep going.
You want to go up to the DX? What's
Keep
that?
going. Yeah, keep going. I think it's going to be another one over.
Well,
PX 20.
81 or something.
Yeah, there's a DX20 in mint
Yeah,
condition.
okay. Okay, keep going to the left there. That's where you'll see my buddies. Should be a NC 183D coming up. Keep going to the left. Keep going. Yeah.
Well, this is
Yeah, now keep going. Keep going. It must be
No,
down.
I'm just looking at this test.
Oh,
It's nice looking.
yeah.
Mike, do you see this? Yeah. All right. More test equipment here. Look
Yeah.
at that. Signal generators, sweep generators.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, there's the ends. There.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. There's a TR5. That's rare. There's the NC.
Oh,
See if Terry's there. Ask for Terry.
Okay, this Drake TR5 is rare.
PR5, yeah.
$500 on that.
That's a good price, man.
It
That's with
is,
the power
yeah.
supply. I have a service manual for that, the only one ever made.
Really?
Yeah, it was designed, it was made. Hi,
Hi,
Terry.
Hi, Jeff, and everybody watching.
Hi, do you see me? Here I am. That's Dean. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Don't ask him about power supplies. He'll tell you how they're built.
All right, so
Okay. Those are my buddies. Yeah. Okay. That nice scope there, a little YL3L1 monitor scope.
yeah,
Jeff knows that Kenwood TSA 50 very well.
yeah. Okay. And Mike, did you get a good picture of the 183Ds?
How much for the 183D? I don't see a price. Tell him.
Yeah, Jeff wants to know the price on this.
No price.
250 with the matching speaker, and it's a serial number's 5,307.
5,307 is the serial number. It's your 250 with the speaker, Jeff.
Okay. Well, there you go. There you go, Howard.
Okay, well, beautiful.
A good radio.
Yeah, it is. Sounds great. I think they got push-pull audio.
Right. Push-pull 6v6s.
Oh, there's a 6-meter amplifier. It's an SB200 converted to 6.
Oh, so this is,
It's modified for 6 meters.
so that's,
Oh, yeah.
you know, this is interesting because usually when they put them the 6 meters, that King Conversions, he makes them black. But this,
Yeah.
you know, Heathkit color.
That's the name I was trying to. King Conversion. Let me do that. King. Thanks. I forgot all about that.
You know, Jeff, when I blew up my SB220, that
Yeah.
Conversions guy bought it for $500. And the
Wow.
phone.
Oh, that's a nice amp. A Lunar. They're very linear. Those are nice amps if somebody's looking for a solid state amp.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. That's my Lunar. They're made in California. Yeah. They're not made anymore. But yeah, very good. Okay.
That's the
Service
quick.
monitor. Yeah.
Wow. Isn't that something? RF
Yeah.
bridge,
Our bridge. Huh.
General
general,
radio.
There you
General-
go.
Jeff,
Made in Concord, Massachusetts.
Oh,
George,
you can-
George, do you know anything about this? That mean anything to you?
Oh, yeah. We had them in the lab, actually. All kinds of GR stuff.
It's just amazing. I could just throw something like this out to these guys. They know where it's from. It's unbelievable. Where are you going to get that, huh?
Yeah, very good. Well, at least
Well-
you see my friends. There you go. Okay, now you're on your way.
Let's just run across here to see this Heathkit, which is not too common.
Heathkit?
Yeah.
Or grease kit, as some people call them.
Oh,
Look at-
HW something.
HW16. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are quite collectible. I guess guys like those.
yeah, it's still got the crystal in it. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking for one of them. I have a hard
Are
time
ya?
finding them. Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding them over here.
Wait,
maybe.
wait. Peter, you want one of these?
Yeah, the HW16 is a classic one. You know, makes a good novice radio.
Where's the price? Is it free today? Must be free.
Well, if the price is crossed out, what does that mean?
$100.
It's $100, guys.
Wow.
It's a decent price, I guess.
And 100 to ship it.
Yeah, no, it'd be a lot more than that to ship it to Peter.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
forget-
I'll keep looking.
Didn't
They're
those things,
very popular in the novice roundup contest.
Exactly. That's why I wanted it.
Right. I
Peter-
figured that,
Peter.
Peter.
Peter, let me know what you're looking for when I go to Friedrichshafen,
Yeah, okay.
and it can be shipped from there much more easily. And there are a lot of those.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, very good. Thanks, Tom. Yeah.
aren't the 16s a little drifty though?
Yeah.
Seem-
Nice looking monitor scope. Where's Mike? Oh, Mike is down there.
Mike's in the crystal department.
Mike, this is a nice looking Yaesu scope. It's in good condition. $100 for that. All right, guys. Let's move on here.
I don't see any of the big stuff anymore. Boy.
Oh, there's not a lot of eye-stopping military equipment like there was here last year, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because I'm looking, there's tables of all type of stuff, but nothing that's catching my eye.
You might see something down the road. You never know.
All right, here's a military table. Okay,
Okay. Oh, yeah. That guy,
Oh.
AM guy's on the right-hand side.
look, hidden in here is a TO Kier. Not in bad condition.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Have one of those.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah. You got to look carefully for the real interesting stuff that could be hidden. Oh, here we go. This is an interesting piece. Wow, look at this thing. This is what is this thing here? RT834. RT834. Anybody know anything about this? Tommy,
No.
Sweden, you know anything about this?
The GRC 106. An amplifier was on top of it.
Wow. Good looking piece. This is World War II?
Vietnam.
Huh?
Yeah, it looks later.
Wow.
Hmm.
Good looking. 175 bucks. Okay, here's an HQ 120. Not in bad condition.
That's a 1938 receiver.
Wow. 175. Working, excellent condition, it says. I like how it has handles on the side of that. Have you ever seen that, George?
Yeah, I used to own a couple of them actually.
I never knew they had handles on the side. Wow.
Hey, George.
That's a really solid receiver actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, George, is there anything you never owned?
I don't know. Probably a lot.
I like this military speaker. It's a Navy speaker. Look at that. You could just picture this thing on the wall of a submarine or something, huh?
Right, right. Yeah.
Good you'd feel having this around for dentistry with your
That's like something the Three Stooges would use, you know?
Larry, Curly.
Major problem with that HQ 120 is when you'd turn the RF gain up and down, it would impact the CW oscillator, the BFO.
Pulls on it, huh?
It would pull on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is Hughes. I've never knew that Hughes made radios. Look at this. It looks like it's in the original bag too. This is a transceiver. It's called RT794.
Hmm.
Boy, I guess you guys are speechless on that one, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, we stumped you guys finally, right?
Well, I'm into ham gear, not military stuff. So
That's a 28 KSR, Howard.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, okay. And
Most
Somebody's
of
buying
us,
something.
boy, look,
most of us on here used all that test equipment. That's why we know about it.
Yep.
this is a national, huh?
You're coming gate 4. Okay,
It looks like it's homemade actually.
going to the red and white tent over there. And
Boy.
you get a claim check.
It has a
there.
plaque on it of the previous owner. Look at that. See it?
Sure, take it away. Okay.
Wow.
Thanks a lot. That's all that.
Not at all familiar. What is it?
What is this? What model is this?
Okay, good question.
You guys don't know, huh? Oh, it's this? This is homebrew, huh?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
But the dial on it looks like a national.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It's a
Yeah, you
PW
can buy
type
that.
dial.
Yeah.
What was the call? What was the call on that plaque?
All this
W9?
handmade, the brass
Wow.
stage shields.
Boy, this guy really engineered this thing. It's like
Nice looking.
this is like it's made in a factory. It's
Yeah.
got like those are Hollycraft knobs too, you know?
Yes, yeah.
Wow. That is very cool.
Radio. We know we're talking.
Okay. Now-
R390.
Yep.
Not in bad condition, 375 bucks. I mean, it's very clean inside. Take a look here, Mike. Inside.
Got the
Clean.
original meters.
Yep.
Clean.
Looks like it.
Yeah, it
What-
looks like a 390, not a 390A actually.
Look at all the gears in this thing. Hey, Tommy, you're a man for gears. You'd like this. Do you see it, Tommy? Is
Yeah,
Tommy-
he's
Yeah,
looking.
looks great. What
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah, we ought to ship this-
R390.
Tommy, we ought to just ship this to you in Sweden just so you'll have some gears to work on, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Try to pick it up first, Howard.
yeah. Find me some Jennings vacuum relays. I really need a couple.
You might find them out there in the flea market.
Yeah.
Let's see.
RJ1A.
Oh, I remember this table. This was the guy who had like tons of DX60s last year. But Peter, he's got only one DX60 left, but this guy's got a another one. This is in better condition. This HW16, $100.
Oh, look at that.
But
Nice.
this is in very good condition.
Well, Peter, you're gonna have to make Dayton Hamvention.
No, yeah, well, I think I'll trust Tom to find something in Friedrichshafen in Germany.
Yeah,
That's one of the original DX60s too. It's got the sunken in meter.
I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, with
Beautiful.
that looks nice. I always like that look.
Right. I had one of those with all chrome knobs on it that somebody had, their heat kit knobs.
Yeah, it had has that escutcheon on there. I like that.
Right.
I might be modified.
Also, but
Were there two crystal holders in it?
maybe it's two bands. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, this thing can only work on 80 and 40, Peter. That's it.
It's a 3-band, I thought.
But it's a 3. It's a 15 as well.
Yeah, it does
I
15.
worked a couple of those on the.
80, 40, and 15. I had to bend down this.
Okay.
Made for the novices
Yeah,
back then.
Those were our novice bands back then.
Yep.
Yeah, they were designed to be tripling from 40 to
Wow.
15.
There's I just saw. I don't remember what it is, but there is a guy selling a bunch of boat anchors, but I don't know where it's at in the flea market.
You know, guys, last year this guy had a pile of DX60s, and now he's got a pile of Globe Scouts.
Wow.
At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Globe Scouts here.
Holy mackerel.
Look
Jeez.
at this. They're all rusted and everything like that. But you know what's interesting? One Globe Scout, maybe it's older than the other. It's bigger. Like, let me show you the difference here.
Like the 65 or, yeah.
This one is a model 68, and this one is a 65. It's wider.
Yep, that was more original.
Wow.
What is that, a 40 or a 60?
That's a 65A.
Okay.
But look at this, guys. Oh, wow. What is this? Radio Manufacturing Engineers. Look at this.
RME 45.
Yeah. What's the story on this?
It's what, late 1940s, early 1950s. RME made receivers, and that was one of the more popular ones, actually.
Is that the preamp on top?
Might
Can you
be.
turn that around?
Let me see what it says on it. Oh, I'll turn it around. No, sorry to
The
disappoint.
The
VFO.
VFO. Okay. Yeah.
That's a Heath, isn't it?
Yeah, Heathkit.
Yep.
VF1.
And there's a 310 exciter.
Yeah, there's not that many knobs on this thing, but this is also in mint condition. What's the inside?
That's the exciter for a Collins 30K1 transmitter.
Hi, Tommy.
Look at this. It's perfectly clean inside, like
Wow.
new. Brand new.
I'm going to be talking about one of those because I just picked one up.
Wow.
Oh,
I don't-
wow.
I get all this stuff. I mean, 9 Globe Scouts. I mean, they're all rusted, though.
Yeah, they had lousy paint.
Wow.
Traded a lot of DX60s for them.
Yeah. Let's keep going here. Then, I don't know. There's not as much stuff here as last year.
Yeah, the flea market's not as filled. I looked at I'm gonna try to find that guy and see where he's at. I'll find him.
These are more pain than they're worth. Oh shit! It actually broke.
All right. Yeah, because, right, you can see some empty spots here.
Yeah, a lot of empty spots there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Hera Arena in the flea market in the later years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's an SB220 that's in mint condition.
Hey, Peter, I sent you a chat.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I'll have a look. Hang on.
It's the table that has some interesting stuff. Wow, look at this piece, whatever it is.
Transmesh.
A tuner.
This is Mike, come over and see what this is. This is a national. Oh, this is an HR receiver.
It is.
Wow. Got the whole-
HRO5 style.
It's got the 5 coils right above it.
You get that for Joe, Howard.
Original coil box. Yeah, original coil box. Wow.
That's a decent receiver, actually.
It's dusty and dirty, but it doesn't look scratched up that bad. But well, actually, I think they added this like rack mount after the
Yeah.
fact. No?
Yeah, it's an added thing. It's not. It didn't come stock that way,
Wow, look
unless
at
it was done for the Navy or something.
Prior World War II.
What is the actual model number on the top right-hand corner there of the radio?
but look at this. These are pre-World War II Japanese tubes. Look at this.
Wow.
Where's the,
Look at this. Isn't that amazing?
What's the
Is
number?
that a what Howard? What model number is on the tag in the cabinet there?
It just says type HRO. It doesn't say a model number.
Okay, so it's a 5. It's basically a 5.
oh,
No?
no.
What is it then?
Prior to that,
It's-
1936.
Senior.
1936. He's saying
Well,
prior to 5. He's evidently got the manual or something.
the same design was used from 36 on forward until about 45, but they started with the junior and the senior. That could be a senior.
No, he's saying no. The man seems to know what he's talking about. So educate us, young man.
Okay. These were the ones that were used at Bletchley Park during World War II.
He says they were used in Bletchley Park.
Yeah, those were all 5s.
This is not a-
He doesn't think it's a 5.
Okay, it's a Series M.
Series M, George.
Same thing, just a different logo.
Oh, so a
Same
series.
tube lineup. Yep.
Okay,
They also made an HROW, which was a wartime version.
Wasn't it made for the head of British intelligence, M? Yep, something.
Yeah, there you go.
all right.
Serial number 191.
The
Serial.
basic design is all the same, Howard. They just had slightly different coil sets.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, good luck. We won't charge you for that. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Some tables of stuff that I'm not gonna bother you with. All right. Here we got something on the left that caught my eye.
Right.
You see some gray, and
Gray, I know we're gonna go.
this must be a linear of some sort. Command Technologies. Anybody heard of this?
Yep. That's that's kind of rare. They don't make them anymore. 2,500.
Well, it's got a stiff price on it, $1,600.
Oh yeah, that's worth it. It's got a pair of tubes in it.
I never heard of anything like this.
Commander, it's made in Ohio. Bryan, Ohio, near
Eight-
Toledo.
HF 2500.
2,500. Yeah, that's
Looks like a Drake, Jeff.
yep. It's a nice amp.
What are the finals in it?
3 CX 800s. I think a pair of them.
Nice.
Well,
Ceramic
uh,
tubes.
good looking.
Good zoom in.
Look at that. I never heard that brand. It must be Japanese or something.
Uh,
Good looking.
Wells. No, that's a CB watt meter.
Oh, it's a CB watt meter.
Yeah. Might be Japanese, but it's CB.
All right. Look at this. Filtronics, Jeff.
Yep. Yeah, 1011 Comanche. Yep.
$140.
Yep. 1011 meter radio.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Yep. Swan, right. It was right next door. Swan and Siltronics next door to each other.
Guess that was for CB, right?
Yep. Primarily.
Okay.
What was the deal with those, Jeff? Did Swan build a basics for them? And
No, they were right next door. They're different addresses because they were on 2 different streets, but they were right next to each other. I gave a talk about that a while back and showed it on Google Maps. Literally next door to each other.
Wow.
They couldn't sell it under the Swan name because ARRL got mad. So they called it Siltronics.
Same ownership, though, right?
Same ownership. Yeah. Yeah. It was,
Okay.
one of them underhanded businesses there. They sold tons of linears and everything for CB, sweep tube amps.
All right.
Hey.
Well, table. I mean, there are a lot of tables here, but nothing that I would stop
Yeah.
for. Here's some Collins gear. 2 75A3s without the case, so they were rack mounted.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, relatively clean.
Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad. Looks like they changed out the dial. Look at this. The looks like a new dial was put on here. Take a look at this, Mike.
No, some had some faded, some didn't.
So this is white compared
Yeah.
to the one that's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you saying, Jeff, that this is the original dial?
yeah, yeah. I don't know. Some fade more than others.
The white one typically is a decal that's put over it.
Right. You
original.
can get a decal.
If you look on this side, no, this was replaced. You can see Scotch tape on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what's his name? K3ICH. He has it. I can't think of his name now.
Charlie.
Charlie Talbot. He's there. He's out there somewhere.
You know, I'll tell you, it's not as romantic looking when it's got white compared to the faded.
No.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to have that amber look.
Yeah.
First time I heard that about a radio, a romantic look.
Yeah.
All right, we got an old national here, NC
Howard has a way with words. That's a 270, it looks like, or something
Indeed.
like that.
155.
155. Okay. Yeah.
See what else we got here.
Got some flex radio there, I see.
Yeah. Nothing really special over there.
Nope. Nope, nothing there. Boy.
Oh.
Slim pickings this year, huh?
I don't know, but it Mike, if you pan this over here, you see like boxes of like junk here. Who's gonna go?
Yeah. Yeah. You take that doll home there. There you go.
This tube holder here with Betty the tube holder, right?
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Take that home. See if you get that around your wife. See, hey, honey, look what I got. She'll say, "Where you been?"
Yeah.
Howard, did you drive out there?
No, we flew.
Oh,
You fly into Vandalia?
Yeah, we flew in Dayton. Okay. Here we got well, let's see what we got. Some Collins here hidden over here.
Oh yeah.
Fire sale. Anything that we don't sell, we burn. This is-
3001. There you go. How much is the 3001?
That's $600, and it's the face is mint on it.
Yeah, that's about the right price.
Mint.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over here, just some MFJ tuner.
Yeah, I don't think I'd buy anything MFJ right now.
Yeah, that Versa tuner. And this one is. I have this. I can't believe they still want $250 for that thing.
Get a Palstar made in Ohio.
Yeah.
There you go.
All
He's
right.
not going to be there this year. He's not doing too well health wise.
You heading back? I'm in a Zoom meeting, boat anchors, but yes, I'm undecided not to do MIT. Make sure.
All right.
I
So we got.
decided not to do MIT. It's a bit too much for me. Two in a
Tom,
row.
you're on. Mike's on, Tom.
75A2. You don't see many of those. The rack mounted, but the good price on it. 160. Missing covers, ugly but works. 160. At least he's honest.
Yeah, there you go.
Hi, Andy.
That's what my wife said about me.
I like that.
I gave mine away, that 75A2, Howard.
All right, honest but ugly. My wife leaves off the word honest. Boy, it must be a day for these. What are these duplexes? We got another set of them over here. Is this?
Those are UHF duplexes.
Huh.
Yeah, 440.
And I guess look at this thing here. What is this? Like a homebrew linear? Is this a linear?
No, it's FM broadcast.
FM broadcast.
It's a strip line amplifier. Probably
Yeah.
Wow, look,
regular
like-
FM band. Tell by the size of it.
a wood case. What is this, like homebrew? I guess.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Wow.
What's the tube in that?
I don't know.
46250 probably.
Or something bigger.
Yeah.
There isn't a tube in it. It's just empty in the middle.
No, the tube's on the right side. No, go around the front. See that little, down at the bottom. That's it right there.
The tube?
Yeah.
That's the tube. Yeah.
It says SK626I.
No, that's the
chimney.
That's the
chimney number.
Yeah.
The 4CXs. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. 4CX250 or something. 4CX300.
Wow.
Strip line.
Yeah. For you Drake fans, we got a Drake lineup over here. Not in bad condition. Well, cases need to be painted. T4XC, R4C, got the remote VFO, but the prices on them are high. $395, $495.
Wow. Yeah, a little high.
Little high.
Yeah.
Then what's this? Another 75A2? What is this one?
It's a 51J.
51J. 400.
Looks like a J4.
Yeah, $450 with the cabinet. The face is in good condition.
That's a beautiful receiver.
Calls that. Oh, and okay, yeah, and then yeah,
R390.
yeah, that's in mint condition too. Look how clean this is. Boy,
Beauty.
No gears for Tommy, but Tommy took off to pick up his daughter.
oh, he did.
Yeah.
Those are for 19-year-old sailors.
I guess there's another cover in there. All right, let's keep on, guys. I'm sorry we don't have many tables.
As you go towards the back, you'll probably not have as much to look at. I know that.
There's one more table over here.
Okay.
And then maybe we'll turn around. But okay, got some Siltronics again.
I think I would cut across that cross thing
And go back.
and go back. Yeah, work your way around back up.
Okay,
Closer.
so
Yeah.
Siltronics got a TR4C, an R4C.
There's a Motorola amplifier. What is that there? What's that?
It looks like it's a homebrew amp.
Homebrew, yeah, 8877.
I
Probably
think
for
that's
2
a
meters.
2-meter W6PO design.
Yeah, W6PO, exactly. You're right
Looks
there.
like it, yeah.
Boy, Peter, you picked out that pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, my buddy had one, KIII, used to do moon bounce.
You mean
Yep.
that? So this is a VHF linear, huh?
Yeah, 2 meter probably, yeah.
Wow.
You a moon mounted,
W6
Peter?
Yep. Been so
W6
since
PO.
1984.
Old.
Wow.
Some Yaesu 736s there. Those are VHF radios. Nice radios.
Yep, I love
Very
it.
nice.
But those things are 40 years old.
But it's
You might
still
wanna
one of
make
the
a
better
left there.
receivers.
Howard, you want to go left and then go across again.
Okay. I guess we'll do that. We'll cut across. I think that's
Yeah,
what-
cut across and then go back up. And you might bump into some of my buddies.
Okay.
Too bad. It's too bad they didn't make the 736 where you could put all 4 bands in.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Peter.
that's
Yeah,
it.
that
I
would have
got
been
the
nice.
one for 2 meters to 23.7, so it's lacking 6. You
Yeah.
have to
You know,
make
it's-
a choice.
Always been sorry I sold mine.
last year there was a lot of military gear here, and this year hardly anything.
Well, I think the internet's kind of killed it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people are just selling it on eBay.
Yeah, you might want to make a left there and see unless you see something to the right, but
It might have gone to Ukraine.
yeah, it may have.
Some more Heathkit stuff up there. All right, we don't need to walk up there to see a DX60.
Yeah, well, we know what they look like. Getting a little picky now.
I thought you would stumble on a KW1, but not so.
This
No,
KWM1.
No, not the KWM, the KW1.
KW1, yeah, you may not see them. Oh, there's KWM1. There's
Yep.
KWM right there.
Look at that.
Look
What
at
are they
that.
asking for that one,
Wow,
Howard?
DC Supply and everything.
Wow.
Wonder who that is.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't know that the Collins gear that early was in a different color gray, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The same gray they painted all the rest of the cabinets in, but it's all over.
I mean, it's got some mildew in it.
Yeah.
and
What's the
cleaned
serial
up.
number? It should be right in there.
Right in the front. See it.
Serial number 400.
Okay.
That's about mid-range.
Yeah.
I think that's what mine is.
Okay.
I remember those black tube shields. For some reason, we had to take them off, and I forget what it was.
That is a great receiver, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just looking to see if there's, I mean, guys is, and you know, last year we had one thing after another to get excited about.
Yeah.
What is the price of a KWM1 today?
There was no price on it, Peter.
Okay. Okay. Because it was kind of complete with the mobile power supply.
Yeah, they typically go about $1,000, about $1,000 or so.
I would imagine.
What
yeah.
is Amp Supply LA 1000?
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a
Has
lot
sweep
of
tubes in it. Sweep tubes. That's a Dentron. That's Amp supply. That's Denny had.
They made a range of 3500Zs and
That was made in Cleveland.
There's,
also
there's some
DCX 800s. I have an amp supply.
There's your 10 tech.
yeah, MNI. It says Tech Emma. Oh, Omni. All right.
Omni, MNI.
All right. What do I know? I don't know everything. The O was made like the picture of a world. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Howard, is anybody selling components there?
You know, I'm specifically looking for, boat anchors. So that's where my eye is, Jack.
See some Heathkit there.
All right. So we got a SB300, but
I was just going to say an SB300. You can tell by the volume knobs.
Price on it.
$30. Open it. Can you see if there's filters in it?
Yeah,
No.
what's missing?
Oh, wait, maybe there's nothing inside.
It's just the case.
Are there any filters? Oh, yeah. Oh, at least 2. CW filter.
Wow.
Yeah. Crystal, boy, it's rusted. Ooh. Yuck.
I mean, this would be a parts rig, right?
Yeah, parts radio.
Yeah.
Looks like it sat under Niagara Falls for a while.
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right. Dentron linear there for Jeff. I mean, Matchbox rather.
Yeah, MN 2000.
All right, here is the type of stuff that I like to look
There
at.
you go. ART 13.
Oh, yeah, 13, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, Howard. Take that home. Your wife will love you.
It's
Collins auto-tune.
I've always wondered how heavy. Let me see what it's like to lift.
Oh, God, that's heavy.
Oh, it's not that bad. Maybe it's only about 50 or 70 pounds. It's not that bad. But look at the beast that's next to it.
That's only the transmitter, not the power supply.
I know that. But
Yeah.
look at this thing here. What is this? God. Some sort of antenna tuning on it. All right, here's this is an aircraft. What is this thing? This is 50 watts out. This is a transmitter. Wow. Well, it says it's from the Navy. But look at this thing, huh? I guess every one of those boxes would pull out for repair, huh? Yeah?
Yeah, it's each stage.
Wow.
Looks like they've been around the world 2 times.
Yeah, and look at these.
At least.
See if we can get in on these pieces. This one has got a tag on it.
You looked at this exact one last year.
I did?
Yep.
That looks like a Rycom.
Jack, this is I don't know. Let's see here. Well, it doesn't have a name on it.
We had one in the shop on loan from the Marines. That'd do everything, including satellite.
Wow. Look at this, the whip hanging out of it, huh?
Look at that.
Oh, wow. That's an
Yeah, that comes in with Satcom.
Oh, so this is for satellites?
No, yep.
Covers airband from 116 to like 149, and then UHF. And UHF from 255 to 399.
Wow. What a different looking piece, huh? Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. President Marcos, his detail had those. I don't laugh. He could talk to the Philippines like it was nothing.
Look at this stuff here. What is this? God, this thing looks threatening, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Radio receiver and transmitting. What could these things be?
What is that? Was a two-way radio for use on cavalry. It was called the pogo stick rig was made, but I worked for Corolla, so I know some of the history of it. So it's from about 1940 military radio, and it was used by the cavalry. This thing would tick down in a stirrup or a flag holder on a.
How do you like that?
Yeah, it's really, and this is the control unit for this plugs into that.
Mike, maybe you come in here and take a better, closer shot at this thing.
Yeah, it's a big piece of history.
Wow.
It was one of the earliest portable radios in military.
Are you the seller of that?
No. I just
He's just walking around like I am.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. And I know Motorola history a bit because I worked for them.
Wow.
back in the day. And I'd love to have one of those, but I don't in my collection because I got the early walkie-talkies. You know, they had the walkie-talkie and the handy-talkie.
So that was only for being on a horse, huh?
Well, that was the primary uses of it. I understand it. It was for cavalry. Yep.
Can't forget that. You need the horse to go with it, Howard.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it was,
let me ask you, how did you find this? Like,
well, our friend collected a bunch of stuff.
yeah.
He's passed away.
Okay.
So that's what a lot of the stuff is from.
Wow. Amazing. All right. Good luck with that. You know, good luck with all this stuff. Find a good home for it, you know? Wow. Wow. Well, you know, there's always something amazing coming here that we find. And I think that did it, you know?
Yep.
And here's another piece. This is the type of stuff I like to look at. I think you sent me down the correct aisle, Jeff.
Yep.
This is it says GRC 193. These are antenna coupler. Well, you got to be young to look at this and bend over.
Yeah. I think they put it up on a table. Jeez.
Yeah, this is a amplifier of some
Might
sort.
break the table.
Yeah, might. Yeah, you're right.
Let me tell you something. I'm just trying to see how heavy this is. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why it's on the ground.
Yeah, that's a couple of 100 pounds right there, you know?
Ask them what spot they're at, number wise.
What's that?
Ask them what spot they're on. What's their spot number? Their location. 77 something or whatever.
Excuse me. Do you know anything about these radios at all?
Got this location. It's
Oh.
7638.
Oh, you're 7638?
Okay. All right. Well, that's good.
Okay. All right. I thought you were going to ask them, like, what frequency those things are spotted.
No, I want to 7638. I want to see where you're at because I've got the list up here.
Okay.
And you see who's going to be around.
Well, that's
7638. Okay.
Mind if we come over to see that?
Oh, 38. Bob Liddy's up there. I think you're right near Bob Liddy.
Peace.
Yeah, I think as you go up, I think Bob Liddy is a neighbor of mine. I think he's the next one up.
You know, I think this is the best looking piece we've seen so far. It's
Yeah.
R48, otherwise TRC8, U.S. Army.
Okay.
I mean,
Got 3 of them.
wow. Looks like it's VHF, huh?
Yeah, 200 to 230 megahertz.
Boy, but that's a good looking piece. When is that from? Do you know about what year?
Late 40s.
40s? Wow.
Used as part of the telephone relay system.
Telephone relay system piece, huh?
Yeah, I think the next slot to the left, keep going up. I think that might be Bob Liddy. What spot are they on? This one here.
Field phone wires, one of that guy's.
Ask them what spot they're at.
Yeah, what spot is this? Do you remember? 7737.
Oh,
That's where we are, Jeff.
okay. 7737. Okay.
Yes, now they got the tags in the ground, you know. Okay. How are we doing on time? Now we got about 10 more minutes. Okay. Another. There's a Dentron linear. Oh, and there's a dog.
And a dog.
A Yorkie. Are you gonna fight me?
Oh, yeah. He's a pup. He's only 3 months old.
You know how old my Yorkie is? 17 years old.
Are you? I've never had one live that long.
Yeah.
Usually 8, 9 years.
He's gonna outlive.
Or 1 or 2 whenever cars come by and think he's a rabbit.
He's gonna outlive me.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, we got some interesting stuff here,
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah.
Look at this, a Halstar linear, right?
No, that's a Palomar. That's a CB amplifier.
All right, Jeff.
That's a CB amplifier.
I don't know. This says Maverick 250. That could
Yeah,
be-
that's a CB amplifier too.
All right. And over here,
That's a CB. That's a Palomar.
all right, all of this stuff. There's a Dentron linear.
Yep, Dentron. Yep, that's another CB amplifier. You're in the wrong department.
But you want
You're in the wrong department. SB 220. There you go.
in addition.
Nowadays, you count pills in a CB.
Yeah,
right.
Those are tube amps.
Mike, when you get a chance,
Yeah, Palomar. Yeah. Well, it's CB. It's
Mike, show this. Out of all the CB equipment, I like
yeah.
Cobra.
That's your Cobra. That's your Cobra 2000s.
Yeah, but I like how this like folds
Yeah.
out. Like
Yeah, that was a hot seller.
yeah.
What it is a mobile radio with a power supply.
I mean that is out of all the CB equipment, that is really good looking. I wish they would have made some ham radio equipment that looked like that.
They tried to, but nobody wanted to buy it.
Nobody wanted to.
No.
The Atlas, right? The Atlas had that.
Atlas was similar to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff, those amps were called foot warmers, right?
Yeah, foot warmers. You're right. Yeah.
What do we got here?
The 348.
Is this a 348?
No, I thought it was when I first looked.
No.
It says CAY 46076 medium frequency receiver.
It's a Navy.
Maybe
Wow.
one of a kind.
One of a kind, huh?
Not really. If you think of some degree homebrew, this is the typical RBM receiver over to here. Here in this board, we think somebody added a power supply aftermarket.
Wow. It's amazing what some of these guys could do back in the day, huh?
It was amazing.
And what is this, Singer? This is some sort of VFO? Tuning unit.
Tuning unit for a T2 test instrument.
Wow. Boy,
You plugged in for the different ranges you wanted.
interesting stuff you guys got here. Where'd you find this piece?
Here.
Here? So you bought it from one guy. Oh, you're taking it home.
Yeah, it's it. You bought it.
What are you gonna do with it?
Toy.
If I buy something, the antennas that I use, if I don't buy it, I should. If I buy it, I should use it, right?
Well, what frequency will it work on?
It goes from
200 kilohertz.
It's all up to 200 up to about 1800 or 2000.
Oh, so this is gonna be on like 630 megahertz or something.
In this case, broadcast band.
Broadcast band.
It does the 600.
It'll do 630 meters also.
So I guess the best you can do is get it on 160, right?
Do that with it. Yeah, I can do that. That pops out at about the upper end of 160.
Yeah.
And you know how to fix these things and all?
I can probably get.
My type of man here.
Between the two of us, we can make it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I was told it may or may not work, so I'm expecting something.
You know, I'll tell you right now, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Long Island CW Club, but we're on with a boat anchor forum right now on Zoom.
Okay.
And we got some guys that are experts and they're just looking at all the equipment and telling us what they know about it. But if you guys like to join the club and join us on Saturdays, and it would be great. You do Zoom at all, you guys?
I
No?
have, but I'm
Not familiar with it.
Well, see, we're analog.
Well, I'm an analog guy too. I can just about tie my shoes, you know?
Messing with digital is not where we get our fun.
These are my type of guys, you know?
We love analog.
Well, I wouldn't say low tech, old tech.
You know what? What is your call sign? I'll look you up on
Whiskey 3 Tango Sierra.
You got that, Mike? Whiskey 3. All right. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you an email. I like you guys. Okay.
And I'm active on 630 meters. I'm very active.
How do you
on
like that?
630.
Well, God bless you guys. Really. I like the way you're keeping this alive.
Handbones or whatever.
All right. What's your first name?
Mike.
Mike. And you? Paul. Okay, Mike. I'll be in touch. I'm not just saying this. I'm gonna remember you guys.
Get in touch with him and I can.
Yeah. I'm gonna look you. Do you have an email on QRZ?
On ARRL. W3TS on at ARRL.org. Through that,
Okay, it's not .net. It's .org, right?
whatever ARL is. Yeah. If
Okay.
you look on QRZ, I have a little teeny thing in the bio area.
Oh, it's
My first name is Dana, but I've always used Mike as a hand.
yeah.
Because I didn't want to be mistaken for a girl.
Okay.
I was 14.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll find you.
Okay. And so it'll show the W.
Okay, great. That's all I wanted to know. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, guys, good luck with that rig. Boy, I tell you, guys, I'd like to have them in the club and come in on Saturdays, you know?
Look to the right there. Who's that to the right? Who is that? Let me see. Howard, that might be, let me see who that is.
Well, he's eating a sandwich.
Oh,
No,
I can't see it. I just see you.
WW8RR.
You're live online.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's,
Okay.
I don't know. He's eating a sandwich, but we got here something cute. We got the one of the lunch boxes. Mike,
Oh, Heathkit receiver, shortwave.
the 2 meter.
Yeah, tour. Yeah.
And boy, you got a mint condition Heathkit
HO10 scope. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and the scope is only $40 for that. That's a good price.
HO10. Yep.
Is that a clock?
There was
Yeah.
one of those on the free table at the flea market that Tom and I were at this morning.
Because that's a station control, you know?
Yep.
That would get you'd be able to, you know, test FWR, maybe change your cables in there and everything like that. Boy, look at this old Heathkit capacitor tester, huh?
And that's all that goes back to the 50s.
Wow.
That window do?
Oh, that's an electric eye.
Yep.
That's a 6E5.
Yep.
All right. Well, we got a few minutes more. You know, it was good that we came down here because we saw some cool stuff.
Yeah.
I'll stay on for another couple of minutes and
Sounds good.
oh really? They're calling me. They must have found something here. All right.
Who's calling you?
Well, the guys must have found something. What do you got here? Oh well. National.
Oh.
Very clean.
Yeah, 75A4
We haven't
clean.
seen an A4
Where's
yet.
my
There's an ICO 753 53.
that's
It's clean. This
Got the filters in it.
F. He's saying this ICO 753 with the
Yeah. That thing drifts like hell.
$30.
Yeah. Well, that's about what it's worth.
753, yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, that thing to look at is worth $30.
Yeah.
The power
that's
supply is probably worth that.
Yeah, that's about right. That's it. There's some CW things there.
Sounders.
Sounders. What do they call them?
Sounders.
Yeah, sounders.
At 753, I think that only worked 3 bands, right?
Yeah. Yeah. 80, 40, 20.
But
It's got circuit boards in it too. I don't like them.
I always liked the speaker, you know, that was on there that had those you know, vertical grids.
Yeah.
Boy, but $30. You know, that reminded me of what we got in the Huntsville Hamfest, that Galaxy rig. The guy gave it to me for free. You remember that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
I mean, you know, I'll tell you, I always wanted to have one of these things when I was a kid. It just like the way that chrome look was. $30, you probably could get that for $10. He just wants to get rid of it, you know?
Yep.
Anything here before we go?
Well, keep going up. See, maybe you might see something yet.
All right. Let's just see. I see some Hammerlin stuff. Maybe we'll wrap up with that.
There you go, Hammerlin. That's good.
I think an HQ one. So, oh, here's that guy with all that. Well, last year I think this guy had all of those polycrafters. He had a whole table of them.
Oh yeah. Oh,
This
looks like
I always like that Lafayette receiver.
that's made by Trio. It's the HA350 made by Trio Kenwood for Lafayette. Yeah. Nice receiver. Of course, that one's not in good shape, but
yeah, but it matches the
nice looking radio.
Beaver or the amp?
Yeah.
They actually had a matching transmitter, but never brought it over here. Couldn't get it FCC accepted.
Yeah, he's got another one here.
I had a third. Yeah.
You're froze.
Fire these up and show them.
Whoops.
No, we're just looking. But
Oh.
nice looking.
Whoops. I think we lost it, Peter.
We lost your picture, Howard.
Yeah, we lost Mike.
How did Bob kick you off?
Yeah, I don't know. We lost it. Let me go to view.
No, Mike has to reboot here.
Okay.
Just if not, we'll just end it.
Nobody's sleeping yet. Look.
Oh, this is good fun.
Yeah.
Too much fun.
Yeah.
Great fun. Great fun.
Need the codes again?
Yeah, I think flea market's pretty thinned out. I was looking at the list. There's a lot of empty splats.
I did 2 flea markets in one day.
Yeah.
You know what? The only rigs that I would buy now at my age, and I always loved them, was the R599 and the T599.
Yeah, the D
They
model.
were
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
You want the D models, Jack. Boy, You deserve D models.
Oh, I had a pair of those with the connecting cable and
Oh yeah.
converters in both, and I gave
Oh,
the
we
whole
got
thing.
Mike now.
All
Yeah,
right. We're going to wrap up taking a look at the,
we're looking at Mike. What a picture. Oh, there's your 350. Oh, that looks nice. How much they want for that?
he's got $185 on that.
Wow.
500.
That's a new price. That's what it was new. Is that an
Nice
SX
little
117? I see an SX 117 to the left.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
very good condition. And everything here is in good condition.
How much is that one?
How much do you want for the 117?
265.
265.
Wow. Oh boy. Yeah.
Remember a whole table of them.
This was the one I kept at home,
Okay.
but I got a Cyclone, an SR400.
Okay.
So this was the keeper. I can show you. It's
Cyclone 400. I had 3 of them here.
We ended with you last year on the video here.
Thank you.
All right.
What's this called? K8 something. What is that?
What's your call?
W8KZW. Here,
Yeah.
I've got, this has the my contact information.
Okay.
And, you know, I've gone through them. A couple of the swans had an issue. I've identified it.
Yeah.
But again, I can
Take a
fire up
picture.
whatever you need.
All right.
There you go. Okay. Thank them.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I think we'll wrap up with that.
Pretty
Yeah.
good. Not too bad.
You should see his shack on QRZ. It's a lovely picture full of Collins and
Yeah.
You know,
and all sorts of stuff. Wow, he's
I'll-
got a
at
nice shack.
the Lafayette. I look at
What
it.
was this call sign?
W8 KZW.
I had a nice one
KZW.
over here, Howard. If you're looking for one, I already sold it. That was a friend of mine's. I was selling it for him. It was real nice. I put an AM filter in it and everything.
Oh, you know, it's a good looking.
Yeah.
Coveted that when I was younger. I'm just going to take a look if there's anything here at the last minute to.
Well, a lot of empty spaces. Wow.
What is this? Look at this thing. You know, sometimes like signal generators and test equipment look better than rigs.
Yeah. Yeah.
One
Well, you-
tape, and I'm going to pull the plug on it here. There's a-
Well, you said that 5 minutes ago, but I think we just keep going.
No, because look at this, huh? Wow.
Wow. Oh, transverters. I see the
Wow.
HC37. I see HA, was it HA10?
HA2.
HA6?
This one is in mint condition.
So here's what I know about it.
Yeah.
I got that from a silent team.
Yeah.
He was repairman
Yeah.
for the Ohio State Police. So
Wow.
we suspect it probably works. Now, I've
Okay.
never plugged it in and turned it on.
All right, but it's good looking.
A great transmitter, actually.
I got from my Elman.
Wow. Well, what is this piece here anyhow?
HT37. It's
Okay.
the transmitter
It's
that come out the
yeah.
same time as this amp.
Okay.
Yeah, that's HT41.
41, yeah.
Wow. Look at this. It's got the cover too.
Cover for this.
Wow.
My friend made them for me.
Wow. That's nice.
Make me an offer.
All right. Well, we're just going around and showing everybody what's here. So,
Okay.
all right. And what's this? This is a small Hollycraft. This.
No, that's
I'm a Hammerlin rather.
Yeah. Howard,
Yeah.
I don't have it anymore. I had one of these. I was a novice. The box didn't work. I didn't know how to fix anything. I had a D104 with the sliding ring. I would slide the ring up, slide the ring down, and receive.
All right, guys. I think that's a wrap. So thank you. We'll see you next week, and I hope that a little bit of a taste of what the vintage gear was here at Dayton.